Hi guys, how are you? My name is Hasiel Roman Lagunas and I am a senior team lead over at Johnson Elementary. This is my first year at Johnson, and this year I get to coach their fifth grade team. So I decided to partner with a community partner that works specifically with fifth grade students. So I introduced them to this awesome program called Passport to Health. In today's agenda, we're going to be learning about the program, the components of the program, how do these components support their learning for students. I'm going to be doing a little bit of reflecting on the learning that we have done. And of course, we're going to end it with a special thank you note. Passport to Health, it's a program based from the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. This program partners with three different districts: Cherry Creek District, Denver District, and Jeff Go District. This program, it's targeted specifically for our fifth grade students and support them on the learning of the human body and how it works, and different ways of learning about the human body. So the Passport to Health, it's very well connected to science standards. 2.2 human body systems have basic structure, functions, and needs. In this program, we get to explore different body systems such as the cardiovascular system, respiratory system, musculoskeletal system, and respiratory system. One of the most fascinating things about this program is that it is, because it's standards-based, it is so easy for our administration to approve. And when I presented this project to admin, he was just completely excited to see how it would roll out in our school. So super exciting to present it to you as well. The components of this program has different components. It has teacher professional development, health class in school, museum field trips, family fit fest, and museum passes. The first component is the teacher professional development. The coolest thing about the teacher professional development is that, a lot of teachers don't like to go to PDs, but this PD is super awesome. First of all, teachers get paid for it, and you do get credit hours for your certification. One of the biggest takeaways during this PD is the ideas on how to build models to make learning more interactive. During this PD, the teachers, we were able to explore different models. Our favorite one was the Walk the Blood Path. So the museum helped us create a huge model of the path of how our blood travels within our body. Another component is the health class at school. The museum has health educators, education teachers that they send to the school to teach about the body systems and how the systems work. They show them models of organs. They do a lot of interactive videos about human body systems. They do a lot of experiments on how the body changes while being active and while being at rest. So pretty much overall, students get to explore the importance of being active and what that does to their body. Educational videos are such an amazing way of learning. The museum provides us with real life videos, and they show us how fascinating our body is in the inside. Students' favorite video was the digestive system one. Very interesting. They were able to see and explore the way different foods digest differently in our system, which led them to reflect on making better food choices. It was pretty awesome to see how they were just so fascinated to see how different foods digest. Another component to this field trip is the museum field trip. The museum field trip, it's by far my favorite component. During this museum field trip, students got to have access to the museum exhibits. The only requirement was that we were to spend at least a little bit of time in the Expedition Health exhibit. During this exhibit, students got to complete multiple experiments connected to the body system. Students get to explore real-life lungs and heart dissecting, which how awesome is that? Students hardly ever get to explore or dissect that stuff within the classroom. So in the exhibition, students were able to also experience highly interactive and personalized activities connected to the human body. Students were able to look at microscopic cells from their own bodies in the laboratory. They were able to travel within the exhibit with their virtual bodies, which helped them understand a little more about the human body. Another component of this this program was the Family Fit Fest. During the Family Fit Fest, the museum puts together a family festival with so many community resources. The resources vary from help on how to lose weight, nutrition experts have a bunch of presentations, and there's a lot of on-hands learning activities for students to explore and learn about how the body systems work. It was also an awesome day for students to show off their learning to their parents. Students got to enjoy a day at the exhibition held with their families during the festival. The exhibit is not only about the human body, but it's also about how the human body is always changing and it's always adapting based on the choices we make in life. So, as I mentioned before, keeping the human body health it's not enough. One of the biggest takeaways that we've had this year, that it's not just enough to teach students how the body system works, but also to teach them the importance of making better life changes or better life choices to either increase our activity per day or making better choices in our eating habits. So my team was very impacted in a way that they have not been challenged before. First of all, as educators, they were so excited to try these awesome ideas we received from the museum. Our students benefited from learning in such innovative ways, besides just the boring texts. We work with such vulnerable community. Most of our students are English language learners and struggling readers. So these types of learning allowed them to explore a topic in such different way. And the result was just super positive. Our principal was very pleased with our students' performance. He just was able to see how motivated students were of the learning and how engaged they were also in this unit as well. So during this program, one of the coolest things is that every single one of our 5th grade students was able to receive 3 museum passes for them to use at in other times with their family. So their entire family gets into the museum for free. So pretty awesome. What did I learn? Gosh, I think the biggest takeaway that I've gotten is that there's so many resources out there for us to reach out to. I feel like everyone's invested in ensuring our students to learn. We just got to reach out for support. Our students deserve for us to give it our best. And as educators, we often get so busy that we forget to ask for support, but our community is more than willing to support us. And we just have to get creative and reach out to those supports. Why was this important to me? Working in a Title I school, I have seen so many, the main focus is for our students to learn the language, but at the same time, I feel like oftentimes we forget about academics, and our students deserve to have this awesome hands-on activities, our project-based learning activities that help with engagement, help with performance, help with just having a better understanding of a topic. And most importantly, I feel like fun is one thing that is not present in most of our classrooms nowadays. As a teacher's coach, I encourage us to have fun while presenting a topic. And I feel like there's so many creative ways of introducing a topic and making it engaging and fun. And I feel like this was a good example of how we can challenge ourselves on making learning a lot more fun. The application to life, I feel like the biggest takeaway that I had for myself and my students and parents and my other fellow teachers, the one thing that we took away is that it is not just enough for us to learn about the body system and how it works. The textbook truly just tells us about this is the circulatory system, and this is the way the blood travels. But then I feel like there's more important things to that. For example, it's just like the life choices that we make in our life impact our body and our body systems. Our lifestyles dictates how our body systems will function. It is not enough to just know how our body systems function, but also to take care of it, and how to take care of it is super important. And I feel like that's what we accomplished this year while teaching this unit. I want to give a special shout out to a good friend of mine. Well, now I've been working with this guy for, I don't know, this is my 4th year, so it was super awesome. That Eric Godoy, he's the partnership program coordinator, and it's so sad to see that this program will be gone soon because of funding, but I was lucky enough that I partner with them on time for us to experience that at my new school at Johnson. So I also want to give a huge thank you to the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, and I hope you enjoy my video, and hope you join a little bit of this awesome community resource that the Denver Museum of Nature and Science has. And the most important thing about this whole thing is that all of these things were free. So all of these components were free to our students, and I wish every single school was able to have the opportunity to reach out to them and get this awesome support. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my video.